From the Detroit Free Press, it's Monday, April 12th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bushes.com/join our team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join our team.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Darcy Moran. A Free Press investigation last month revealed serious accusations against Eastern Michigan University's Title IX office, namely that a former Title IX director is accused of dissuading a woman from reporting a sexual assault, and that the school got a Title IX report on one man saying he'd had multiple rape victims, but the school didn't act. That man is now criminally charged for reported assault on 9 women, and 3 other former students are also facing charges. Amid a federal lawsuit against the school saying it turned a blind eye, the Free Press has discovered new allegations from one of the rape suspects. According to an Ypsilanti police report, D'Angelo McWilliams told investigators that the Title IX director, Melody Werner, told him back in 2018 that the allegations did not sound like something that he would do. Werner has refuted the statements, saying she's 100% confident in the steps she took in the cases. Both she and the school have denied dissuading a victim from reporting and said they couldn't respond in the serial case because the report they received was anonymous. McWilliams, a Washington County Sheriff's deputy, has denied the accusations, according to the police report, as well as the 2 other men he's said to have known. To hear more from the women, the accused, and the university, check out freep.com.
For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Keith Matheny. The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic apparently contributed to an alarming spike in drownings on 3 of the Great Lakes last year, a new University of Windsor study finds. Researchers looked at drownings related to waves and currents from May 1st to the end of September and compared them to the annual averages from 2010 to 2019. Lake Michigan had 11 more such drownings in that period last year than the previous decade's average. Lake Ontario had 10 more drownings than average, and Lake Huron 3 more. Most of the drownings occurred on Great Lakes beaches closest to large population centers, began spiking after COVID-related movement restrictions began to relax, and almost 40% of the drownings occurred on Saturdays. Researchers speculate that as community swimming pools and water parks remained closed because of coronavirus, more people took to their local Great Lakes beach to beat the summer heat, and overestimated their ability to swim in more intense Great Lakes currents and wave conditions.
This is Detroit Free Press auto critic Mark Phelan. With Chrysler under new ownership as part of Stellantis, some people have worried that new management may kill the Chrysler brand in order to concentrate on Jeep and Ram. Those 2 brands sell far more vehicles and make way more money than Chrysler does. But why bother? Chrysler barely qualifies as a brand. It doesn't support a network of exclusive dealers, and it doesn't have a big model line that demands huge investments. If Chrysler were an organ, it'd be your appendix. It's small, and there's no reason to think about it unless it causes trouble. Jeep has 7 models. It sells more than 1 million vehicles a year, and it's growing. Chrysler's whole lineup consists of 3 vehicles: the Pacifica minivan 300 sedan and the Voyager, a bargain price version of an outdated minivan. Killing Chrysler would be more trouble than it's worth. People would complain, and Stellantis would lose at least a few minivan buyers if the Pacifica were moved to another brand. Why bother? Stellantis can keep building the Chrysler models as long as demand lasts, replacing them with new models if demand justifies. Stellantis has hinted at expanding Chrysler with new models. That's a long shot, but it doesn't mean the brand will disappear. The Chrysler name could be around for a good long time.
I'm Andrew Hammond for the Free Press Sports Department. It was a Cleveland sweep this past weekend at Progressive Field. The Tigers' first road series of the season ended with 3 straight losses as Cleveland defeated Detroit 5-2 in the finale on Sunday afternoon. The Tigers won't have long to lick any wounds as they will be back in action on Monday night as they face the Houston Astros starting at 8:10 p.m. in Houston. Zach Greinke will be on the mound for the Astros. Casey Mize will take the bump for the Tigers. Today is the final day for the NHL's trade deadline, and the Red Wings have been mighty busy collecting assets before the 3 p.m. deadline. Over the weekend, the Wings collected 2 fourth-round picks, a fifth-round pick, and forward Hayden Verbeek from the Montreal Canadiens. He is the nephew of Wings assistant GM Pat Verbeek.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer.